I love, like, you're sitting there, Joel, in a library, right? Like all those books behind you, sort of thing. Can I share my screen for a minute? Well,
Yeah,
and I want
absolutely.
Danielle I just want to show you just one thing when we talk about transformation. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just share this screen real quick. So can you guys see this
Yeah.
screen right here? All right. So transformation. Joel, name me one of your favorite books.
Beyond Entrepreneurship.
Beyond Entre.
Might show up as 2.0 in there.
There it is. Use 2.0.
Right?
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is transformation, is going from a knowledge-based source to get handed to your AI model, right? And then you can go from just a generalized understanding of it to now converting it from a knowledge base into what I need today based on what I'm working on, sort of thing. So this is this whole platform around Satori, which we'll dive into a little bit later, is just basically like taking that sort of repository of knowledge, bringing it instantly to you in any way. Like we have 40 million books in the library here, right? So as impressive as your library is, that's a part of who you are, Joel. And I can hear it in your words and your thought processes. Like you've digested, you've transformed it. Now you can do that at scale with a thing like Satori, right? So starting at your own personal transformation is really critical.
Yeah.
Danielle, sorry.
No, well, I was just going to say too, we just got off of a training call with our members, and Eric, I don't want to take it from you, but your framing with what software previously was and how people approach, share that before I share my thoughts here.
Okay. So software up until this thing was done two ways. Software was receptive before. So all of our computer software, you went down and you entered the data into it. You entered your customer's name into it. You entered this thing into it, and then it did the work that it's designed to do. That is the old way of doing it. And software was the place where you got some work done, but the work actually started somewhere else. It started with you thinking about it or planning it or reading the book or having a conversation somewhere else, and then you did the work. So AI is now the place where you start your work, because you go, you have the conversation there, you have the research there. And so you start your work there, that then leads you to the work. So that's the first different transformation. And secondarily, if the software is done properly, it actually now more takes the leadership position. It's not just receptive, it's helping you and pushing you along the way and leading you to a better result than you could on your own, right? With sitting there with just a notepad, because it has access to all of the knowledge base in the whole world that you've never had access to in a proactive way. So those are two things. And then lastly, the software of yesterday was built. It was like huge teams and whatnot. We built software. Now AI, it can generate whatever software. AI is a generator, right? So it generates language, generates images, videos, software. So if you're a team leader, please don't be thinking about what can I build software-wise that makes things more efficient, and start thinking about how can I do a generative process to where the outcome of that software I was thinking about building is actually done and approached in a completely different way, hyper-personalized and in the moment. So there's just a complete different relation. And this is now, I know a little bit woo-woo, whatever, but just if you can like really think of it in those three categories and a different way to approach software now, it'll really transform your relationship with